Around 1832, Rebecca Howe Fiske sat for artist James Frothingham to paint her portrait. While other women chose to be painted holding needlework, books, or other items demonstrating refinement, Rebecca had other ideas for her portrait. It seems that she asked Frothingham to paint a particular scene in the background, inspired by what we can reasonably conclude to be one of the most memorable days of her life. Roughly 57 years earlier, Rebecca and her husband lived in Lexington, Massachusetts, and beheld all the events of April 19, 1775, when the Revolutionary War began, in earnest, practically on their doorstep. In 1827, a writer for the Harvard Register interviewed Rebecca and recorded her account of April 19th, which was later published. In 1775, Rebecca and her husband, Benjamin Fiske, lived in a house on the highway to Concord, about a mile outside of Lexington. Because her father-in-law was unwell, she and her husband could not run when they first heard gunfire in the early morning. As the day passed and the shots persisted, Rebecca and Benjamin successfully moved his father, still lying on a mattress, into an ox cart and sought refuge at a neighbor's house farther down the highway from Concord. When the fighting had subsided and the family dared to return to their house, they found a disturbing sight.
The house had been broken open, and on the doorstep, awful spectacle, there lay a British soldier dead. On entering my front room, I was horror-struck. 3 mangled soldiers lay groaning on the floor and weltering in their blood, which had gathered in large puddles about them. "Beat out my brains, I beg of you," cried one of them, a young Briton, who was dreadfully pierced with bullets through almost every part of his body, "and relieve me from this agony." "You will die soon enough," said I, with a revengeful peek.
One of the other fallen in the room, Rebecca learned, was a young man named James Haywood of Acton, Massachusetts. He had stopped to take a drink from the Fiskes' well when he saw a British soldier exiting the house. The two faced each other and exchanged fatal musket shots. It's this moment that Rebecca asked Frothingham to capture in the background of her portrait. Old Sturbridge Village acquired this portrait of Rebecca Howe Fiske in 2024. We were thrilled to add such a unique piece of history to the museum collection, but knew that both the painting and the frame needed some conserving in order to be truly stunning. The frame had the most obvious areas in need of repair. The gesso ornaments in each corner had been damaged at some point in the frame's life, which is common for frames this old with this level of decoration. The conservator replicated the missing elements, filled other, smaller gesso losses, and stabilized loosening parts of the decoration. She also made some other small cosmetic repairs to the frame's paint and gilding. As for the portrait, its conservation needs were a bit more subtle. Over the course of 200 years, paint cracks and dirt builds up on the portrait's surface. The conservator gently cleaned the painting surface and stabilized cracks where necessary. She repaired small areas of paint loss as well. With all this work done, Rebecca's portrait is ready to go out on display. Come see it for yourself in our exhibit American Reflections, opening this summer.